Hey y'all, how you doing? Valerie here. Today I'm going to be planting my hot peppers. So I have this area here along my fence that I prepared to put snapdragons in. And while I do still have a few trays of snapdragons to plant, I have decided that I'm going to go ahead and plant my hot peppers at the bottom part here. And I'll work my way up. And then once those are in the ground, the rest of the space will still be for snapdragons. And hopefully I don't have too many to fit in what's left of the area. I really don't think I do. Looking at the space that's available, I think that they should fit nicely, and I might even have a little bit of space left over. I was going to make a new area to put my hot peppers, but I don't feel like carrying hay and doing the fertilizer and doing all that stuff right now. So when I got up here, my thought was, this is already prepared. All I got to do is put them in the ground and add some compost. So that's the route I'm going to take. I am going to make a disclaimer, and this is kind of a weird disclaimer, that I am working today in a long sleeve, but I do have it pulled up because I have such a farmer's tan. I'm trying to get some sun on my belly and on my back. So when I go swimming this year, my tan's more even, and to do that, I do kind of have this pulled up into a belly shirt. Now, y'all don't have to tell me how fat I am or that I'm a big girl or whatever. I know that already. But I'm working out in the garden. When I'm in the garden is when I get the most sun. So today I'm going to have my belly exposed, and if that offends you, maybe turn off the video and watch something else. I'm good with that. I wish I didn't have to put that kind of disclaimer on my stuff, but inevitably I do. It's just one of those things. It seems really stupid to me. I'm in my own garden. There's no one out here, and I know I am broadcasting this to the world, but I still want to share what I'm doing in the garden with you, and some days that means wearing stuff that's maybe not so flattering, because this is what I really wear when I garden. So I guess if someone's too much of a child to be able to handle that, then this video is probably not for them. All right, let's go ahead and get started with planting of these hot peppers. I'm going to go over there and grab my trays out of my wagon, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what we're going to be planting today, and then we'll get to planting. I don't grow as many hot peppers as I do sweet peppers because my family doesn't eat as many hot peppers. Me and my eldest son really like hot peppers, but my husband and my youngest son, they don't eat anything hot. Well, I shouldn't say that. My youngest son will eat some hot things. My husband can smell cinnamon and start to sweat. He has this weird thing with anything that's got spice where it literally makes him pour the sweat. Like, it doesn't matter if sometimes black pepper makes him just pour sweat. And even though he likes the taste of it, he doesn't like the reaction to it. So he doesn't really eat hot things. Every once in a while, he'll eat something that's a little bit spicy, but that's almost non-existent. So I don't grow as many hot peppers. And I will say some of the peppers I have in here have the chance of having zero heat. Like the Scoville will be like 0 to 100. Because of the reaction that Dalton has to peppers, even if they have the slightest chance of being hot, they get put in with my hot peppers. So like for instance, I've got a shishito in here, and it's relatively low on the Scoville scale, and there's a chance it won't have any spice to it at all, depending how warm the particular pepper you're eating is. But it still goes in with the hot peppers because it has the chance of having heat to it. Like, even if it's the mildest heat, if it's got any chance of having heat to it, I plant it with my hot peppers, is what I'm trying to say. All right. This one is Criolla de Cocina, Criolla And this one says the Scoville is 0 to 100. I don't know if you can see that, but I always try to write the Scoville on any of my hot peppers, so that way when I'm planting and harvesting, I know if it's something that's super hot, because it's really easy to forget. Okay, let's set that aside. Oh, this is a Buran, B-U-R-A-N pepper, and it's the Scoville on it's 0 to 1,000. Red Thai chili, and this is 50 to 100,000, so it is hotter. But my son has been doing a lot of Asian cooking, and one of his recipes called for Thai chilies, and there weren't any available. I have this shishito here, and it's 50 to 200 on the Scoville. I have this one. This is a really pretty plant. It's CP257 variegated, and it's a little stressed out, but it gets this purple and white variegation, and that usually comes out a lot more when I get them out in the sun as opposed to being in my greenhouse. These plants have needed planted for a while, so but it's taken me this long to get to it just because of everything else I've had going on this spring. Like, I had to basically rebuild my top vegetable garden, and then this garden that we're sitting in, not like it was just a field, so we had to put fencing around it and put trellising up for tomatoes, and so all of that took a little bit longer than I would have liked. So these plants were sitting in their containers a little bit longer than I would have liked. This is the Ahi Lemon Drop, and it's 15,000 to 50,000 in the heat level. This one is one of those CP257 variegated. I just want to show you the top of this one because you can see some of the variegation coming out. They get variegated with purple and white leaves. This one doesn't have any purple on it yet, but you can kind of see the white variegation at the tips. The next one I have is Hungarian Magyar, and it's 0 to 1,000. I don't know why I'm showing you these tags. The next variety I have is Chilicule Amarillo hot pepper, and it looks like I did not write the Scoville on this one, but it's spelled CHILHAUCLE AMARILLO, and I'll have to go back and look up the Scoville on this and get it written on the tag. Every once in a while, one slips through. Okay. This one does not have a tag. Oh, yeah, it does. This one's actually a sweet pepper, and it doesn't belong here. But there's a chance I'll go ahead and just plant it down here anyways. I'm going to set it to the side, though, because I might put that up with its brothers and sisters in the top. Who knows? This is Peppa Peach Stripey Pepper, and it is 1,000 to 5,000 on the Scoville. Now this is just an Anaheim chili, and I got this from the nursery, and it says it's medium hot, but I don't have the Scoville written down because, like I said, I got it at the nursery. It's the same as that. If it's one that I've already showed you, I'm just like skipping over it. So if you see me skipping over some, it's because I already showed you one of those types. And right now I'm just putting these back in the tray so they're easier to drag around the hillside as a plant. Nope. Okay. those are all back in a tray now. The next one I've got is just a jalapeno pepper plant, and I'm not sure. I think that it's like, it starts at like 8,000 on the Scoville, but I'm not sure. I can't remember, but I don't have it written down yet either because I bought that from the nursery. I've already showed you one of those. I've already showed you one of those. Let's see what this last one is. Arroz Compollo. ARROZ CONPOLLO. And these are 0 to 500 on the Scoville. Uh-oh, what's this? So, that's the hot peppers I'm doing this year, and I guess the next step is to just go ahead and start planting them. If seeing a woman's belly who isn't thin is scarring to you, maybe turn off the video now. I'm going to go ahead and go grab my compost and get started.
Strange new staircase, I didn't have a plan. I tried to turn around, but I was in a different land. A faceless man beckoned me to where time began. I couldn't find my way back to where the staircase ends. Fell into the structure where the...
I got all my hot peppers planted, and I'm so glad to have it done because, as I mentioned on my last video, I'm leaving for a music festival here in a few days, and by the time this goes up, I might already be there. I'm just not sure at the timing of this. But there's my row behind me. I've already told you what kinds there are, and there's really nothing more to see at the moment, but they took up, let's say, at least half of the row between here and the top of the fence. And I'll fill in the top half of the row with probably some flowers of some sort. It might be snapdragons. It just depends on how far I get with my snapdragons. I'm also thinking about maybe putting calendulas there. Who knows? We'll deal with that at the time. Sorry, I just heard something rattling in the woods and I'm not quite sure what it was. All right, that's all I have for you today. I thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next one. Bye.